armor beneath that to protect his health. His Roar, his third ability, increases the damage output of your entire team, including their abilities. So he helps the team, he helps himself, he armors up, he tanks up, and even with his Rhino Stomp, it's an AoE effect that does a good amount of damage, not a lot, but it smashes enemies up into the air, making them completely invulnerable for a while so you can snipe them out of the air. So he's a good, well-rounded, tanky character, helps the team, stays alive, he helps himself. He's just a good starting character, in my opinion.
Alright, that might be something.
Alright. Rhinos...
And how come they have primes? Is that like the next level of that one?
Yeah, so you've got regular warframes and then some of them have primes. Primes come out every once in a while, I guess, 3 months or so. Now, primes you get in a different way. So, if you want to get a regular warframe, you do a boss run. If you want a prime, you have to use the relics I was talking about. Now, the relics only drop prime gear. A bunch of weapons and a bunch of warframes have prime stuff. Or prime versions, really. So you want to run these relic missions to get those prime parts. I would suggest just doing the regular warframes first, just to learn them, get them down. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if the Attica's your weapon, go for it. And
Frost seems interesting.
Frost is very good. Okay, so my top 4 choices for starting frames. Rhino, top of the list. Get him out of the way. He's a nice tank. He lets you get other frames pretty quickly. He stays alive. He helps the team. And then next on my list would be Ember. Ember might be your favorite. She's one of the better killers in the game. Her abilities are... Wow, that's a lot of text. She's all about fire. Her first ability is just a fireball. She chucks it at an enemy and they burst into flame. Her second ability is an AoE ability that sends out a shockwave that makes everything it hits more susceptible to fire damage. So it's kind of like a debuff. Her Fire Blast makes for a ring of fire that stays on the ground wherever you are. And her final ability is a drain ability, so it'll suck your energy the longer you use it. But it creates another AoE effect of random bursts of fire that burst enemies in flame and does damage over time. Now this doesn't require you to do anything, so you can still use your gun or whatever or other abilities on top of that. So she pumps out a lot of damage. She might be your favorite. She's actually one of the best in the game, to a certain extent. The next one on my list would be Frost. Frost is all about ice, kind of elemental stuff. Oh, I got a text too. It's probably Chris.
Yeah, he said he's in bed because he's lame.
Bitch boy. Alright. In bed because I'm lame. Yes, you are. Alright. Frost is a really good one. He slows enemies down. All of the stuff's about ice. His first ability just throws out a ball of ice, freezes enemies on contact. His second ability is an ice wave. It sends out a shockwave in about 40 degrees, give or take, and it freezes, or it doesn't freeze, but it slows everything down in that wake and damages it. Now the one you might really like is Snow Globe. It creates a bubble, like a Titan bubble, but you can shoot out of it, but enemies can't shoot in. And it has its own health gauge. It doesn't go away over time. It will stay as long as it has health. And you can lay up to 4 of them. And you can lay them on top of each other. Last ability is an AoE effect, just damages a lot of things and slows them way down. He's really good. He is a must if you ever want to do defense, high level. Let me see, who's my 4th? I forgot who my 4th was. My 4th go-to. Oh, Nova, because she just does shit tons of damage.
I was looking at that one too.
Yeah. And so I was using a Speed Nova, one that speeds everyone up. If you do the other direction, you can slow people down to a fucking crawl, and they can't even fight back. And one of the abilities is you send out this slow-moving orb, And all the damage that you do to it is added up over time. So when it hits, it explodes, doing all that damage plus a multiplier. So you could use a high precision, high damage gun, send out that ball, pump round after round into that thing, and when it hits, it could hit a whole group of enemies. So it can turn a precision weapon into an AoE effect. Or it can even gather AoE damage and do it again farther down the line. She also has really other interesting effects like Wormhole. She can make a portal from point A to point B. It's instantaneous teleport. She's very, very good. She does a lot of damage. She's great for a team. Those are my top 4.
Alright.
Past that, it's just kind of like if you want to get stylized with it.
Okay.
So
Alright, let's jump back in it here.
Alright. Who do you want to go for first?
Him. I like either Frost or Rhino.
Alright, Frost or Rhino. Rhino's an easier boss to do.
Alright.
The Frost boss is a bitch.
Got it.
Alright, actually, I don't remember where he drops. Can you guys drop that before I can check the wiki?
That or Amber then. Yeah.
Ember is also pretty good, but her boss takes a minute. He has an invincibility mode over and over. Oh, I remember Rhino. Rhino's the Silverback? No, what's his name? What kind of planet is he on? He's on an early planet. You can find him pretty quickly. Venus? No way is he Venus. Also? Jackal? Oh, yeah! So he'd be the first boss anyway. Alright, so let me get proper warframe in here.
I don't even have Venus access yet, though.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I can taxi you anywhere I want.
I see what you're saying. Haha. Suck it, man.
I was trying to get you Venus open, but you gotta kill one more fucking Eximus.
Yeah, I don't feel like that.
Fuck that. Wait, what are we running? Volt, Excalibur, Ember. Alright. Fuck it. I haven't run Valkyr for a while. Oh shit, fuck it. Who am I kidding? I'm just gonna run my favorite guy, Naros. Naros the Undying. So, this character I've got right now is all about health. He has no shields. 0. But I've built him so he has 4,000 health.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Another Pharaoh looking motherfucker, too.
It takes a lot to take him down. And he has a mod. Okay, so one of his abilities is he can cover his body in scarab armor in exchange for health. So he drains health to cover himself in armor. But I can also shoot parts of that armor off to hit enemies, and it drains them of their armor and sends health out to the team.
Interesting.
So it compounds fast. Also, I have a mod that makes it so that when I have that armor on, any negative status effects I would receive, it negates in exchange for getting rid of 3% of that armor.
Yeah, there's a lot of stat detail right now that you gotta pay. That's what I remember of you originally.
It makes me invincible to debuffs.
Got it.
So not only is he really, really high on armor, but I don't get debuffed. And he can heal himself.
Pretty good.
He is so good. With my loadout, I sat in a circle of enemies that were all level 45 and up and just let them hit me. And they couldn't kill me.
Yeah. Jesus. Jesus, Craig.
He is the shit.
We've contracted you with a mark.
Alright.
You are here to find the
So,
mark.
the
and
reason you're moving
eliminate
so
the assigned
fast is
target.
because one of us is using a
In
bolt.
an attempt to exert power and
You remember that
authority,
guy from the beginning?
the Corpus
Yeah,
recently
yeah, that's one of his
introduced the most
powers.
lethal security
That's how
proxy
fast you
yet.
can get him. Actually, you can
Determine its
really,
location
really
and
fast.
broadcast vessel.
You can get him so fast, you'll bump into walls before you see the wall.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security. Override complete. Move on. Alarms reset.
I'll wait for you.
I got like slowed down. Sorry.
I will wait for you.
I'm here.
I
Reclaim
will
the jungle.
wait for
This is the same deadly
1,000
quad robot, which has
summers.
become extremely problematic for ourselves in the field. Do not dismiss the jackal
So
as just another
we're gonna have
corpus
to do this
proxy.
boss a couple times
This
to get
will
all
be
the parts.
unlike any enemy you have faced
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, really just run past everything. We're just trying to do
Do
this as
not
fast as
dismiss the
possible.
jackal as just another corpus proxy.
Oh,
This
shit.
will be unlike any enemy you have faced yet.
You good? Oh yeah.
Yeah, the door. I got hit by the door trap.
So you can roll through those too.
Oh yeah, spin through them.
Yeah, you'll take the damage, but you won't get knocked back. Well, roll, not spin. Just when you're on the ground, just R1. Or I mean L1. Alright, there he is. Oh, we need to get closer to activate him.
The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
I got you. Give me 1 second. Where you at? I got you. Alright, we both got you.
Didn't expect all that.
With this guy, you gotta shoot his legs. Once one of his legs is down, he hobbles, and then you can shoot his body, and then you repeat. I mean, these shockwaves he's pumping out, you can jump over them. They're only on the floor. And that's it. Run around his corpse for a little bit. Some of them drop
Nice work
organ
taking
cells.
down the VIP.
You're gonna need them for
Now
later.
get to extraction.
And then just run past these assholes.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. They spotted you.
Oh, fucking elevator. Alright, to call an elevator, it's this little con to the left. Why am I not drinking? I don't understand this.
I don't know. I mean,
Wow.
I'm too focused.
This game's got you focused?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, don't do that. Huh? Oh, yeah. This one's weird. You gotta jump up on these things into the rafters. Panic button? I've never seen that before. Alright, yeah. So let's see what part we got. Hopefully it's a good one.
Alarms have
God, I
been
hope it's
reset.
the systems. That's always the hardest bit.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's
Helmet.
get out of here.
Alright. Savior of Venus. Even though you don't have it unlocked.
1%.